Hello, my dear students. So, today we would be talking a topic called stroke versus TIA. So, I'll take a light color to choose this topic. So, TIA stands for transient ischemic attack versus stroke. So, first we need to know what is common in them, then we need to differentiate in them. So, transient ischemic attack, TIA. So TIA, I stands for ischemia. Ischemia means less oxygen supply. So compromised blood supply leading to less oxygen supply to brain. So it's transient. T stands for transient. So this is for a limited period of time. The symptoms for TIA and stroke are the same. So initially, you have to notice something called FAS. F is for facial drooping, A is for arm weakness, S is for speech difficulty, that is slurred speech. And then the last thing is the time, which differentiate TIA with stroke. So basically TIA is less than 24 hours. Stroke is more than 24 hours. This is by definition. Any symptom that lasts less than 24 hours is counted as TIA. So for MCQ purpose, specifically if you have to know, TIA, the onset would be rapid and it would start somewhere within 5 minutes and mostly last for 20 minutes usually. But anything less than 24 hours is still counted. In transient ischemic attack, as we see here, the artery supply to the brain is temporarily blocked. So this would cause a lesion. The site of blockage would cause a reduction in brain's function, but that is only for temporarily. Whereas when you see stroke, the artery is completely blocked and it would cause a lot of destruction to the brain cells. So stroke is permanent, TIA is transient. This is the major difference that you need to know. There could be multiple causes, but for an MCQ purpose, I would like you to know 3 points. So TIA could be caused by smoking. TIA could be caused secondary to atrial fibrillation. Atrial fibrillation, that's very important. When there's atrial fibrillation, when I put heart in a box shape, so this is, for example, in the atria there is fibrillation, means the blood will clot here for a long time and this blood will be pushed back to the brain and it would cause a temporarily blocked artery. This not only could cause TIA, it could also cause stroke. Smoking, atrial fibrillation, these are very important. Whereas in stroke, you need to know if these causes permanent damage and it lasts more than 24 hours, it could cause stroke. So to make it simple, I could say one word. TIA now means it's a warning for future stroke. So person gets TIA means the person's blood supply to brain is already compromised, so that blood supply part is already weak part. So that part could be exposed for any injury or insult in future. So TIA equals future stroke. That's a very important point that you need to know. So other than this, in stroke, it's not only ischemia that could cause, there could also be bleeding. So stroke is divided into ischemic and bleeding, hemorrhagic stroke. So what we do, we could go for MR angiography if you suspect ischemia. So since in stroke we suspect ischemia, we could do MRA. Similarly in TIA, again you could go for MRA. Whereas hemorrhage is ruled out better through CT scan. So whenever you get a patient with stroke, all you have to do is within 4 hours of the symptoms, the rushing hours, you need to rule out bleed. That's very important. So first you have to do CT, because ischemia is most commonly caused by clot. So you have to give antithrombolytics, whereas if there is bleeding, you can't give antithrombolytics, so that will worsen the bleed and patient will bleed a lot and stroke will get severe and it could be deadly. So to make it clear, I'd put a word. If you suspect TIA, if you suspect any ischemia, ischemic stroke or TIA, you could go for MR angiography. If you suspect hemorrhagic stroke, you have to rule it out through CT. I hope this helps. Thank you.